Hello to my Aries. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it. Moon is in Virgo. My health is a priority. My body is my temple. Well, all right. Let's get it on in the cards. Find out what's going on. See what is going on here. See what's going on here. All right. So let's see which cards we're pulling from first. Let's get a number first. So when the moon is in Virgo, it's a waxing crescent moon in Virgo in the zodiac sign Virgo. Virgo moon rules sixth house. You all rule first house, right? So the focus is on intention setting, refinement, healing, and also practical progress, right? So let's see what's going on. 15, I am wise, right? So your love for others is powerful and you are able to spread your gift of support far and wide. Your curious and social nature brings you in contact with a variety of people, all of who would benefit from your warm, heartfelt words of wisdom. That's right, your wisdom. So let's start out with a 6 question, not a 6 card, but a 6 question spread here. So where is Aries being called to grow right now? Where is Aries being called to grow like a plant that was a seed was planted in soil? So where is Aries being called to grow right now? High vibrating Aries is courageous, energetic, and pioneering, but a low vibrating Aries is impulsive, aggressive, and also impatient, right? So something is coming to light, a secret is coming to light that is going to be very overwhelming. So something is coming out. And so people are going to choose to believe it or not believe something. So something is coming out. Right? So yeah, a light is about to be shined on something. And so when the moon is in Virgo, this is where you want to kind of go into kind of sort of hermit mode. Virgo's card is a hermit mode and really start analyzing everything, like, and just receiving downloads. So it's trying to help somebody live a softer life, really, and like what people are going to believe and what they're not going to believe about certain things. And so something from your past, something from your past. Somebody moon could be Aries. So something is about to come out. And so second question is, what practical, or let me see, what's about to come out? What is about to come out? What's about to come out? Because everybody's breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses. That's Pluto, right? And so that means everybody is under some kind of judgment. That is literally the whole planet is under some kind of judgment, right? And so you being wise, and just seeking wise counsel would be source. Source would be the wisest counsel to pray about something, because something is about to come out. Whenever you see the moon card, and people are going to choose one side or the other, whether they believe something or they don't believe it. So something is going to be overwhelming. Yeah. So something is overwhelming because, like, scripture says, judge lest ye be judged. So something is coming out. So, yeah, so it's time to start pouring. That's what I say. Somebody, sources saying live a softer life. It's time to start really pouring into yourself. Find out what your moon sign is. If you don't know what your moon sign is, it's going to set you apart from other Aries and calm your anxiety or fire down and start really pouring into you. And that's what I've been saying. Like, something has just been overwhelming, to believe or not to believe. Don't know what to believe, what not to believe. But so I said, it's time for you to start pouring into you, because there's some energies that you may feel like you've had their back. This is seventh house, right? in some kind of a relationship in terms of like marriage, relationships, partnerships, business contracts, inner desires, or enemies. People you could have talked to, two energies you could have talked to, but something may be coming out in court that's going to be overwhelming for you. Something may be coming out that's very soon that could be overwhelming for you. So what Source is trying to get you to do is pour into yourself, um, because for you, you may say somebody came across as being compassionate towards you, but remember the reflection, like looking in the mirror. So some energies could have felt like they had your somebody may have a moon in Libra. Mm-hmm. Then we had the Six of Wands here. Mm-hmm. So somebody wanted their 15 minutes of fame. A Leo wanted their 15 minutes of fame here. This is a Six of Wands here. Somebody want their 15 minutes of fame. But again, some things about to come out about two energies in court. It could be spiritual court or actually physical court, right? And something is about to come out. Something was done behind an Aquarius's back, and something is coming out. You could have Aquarius in your birth chart. You could have Libra in your birth chart. You could have Pisces in your birth chart. But so it's just saying something that could affect you. You're going through a rite of passage. You're going on, and you're saying, people are talking about you behind your back, but something is going to be overwhelming. Something is going to be overwhelming. What is it? Let me see. Let's see here. What is going on? So yeah, what practical step can Aries take to support this growth? I see somebody growing in just like they're getting wise counsel from source, right? Do we have the Page of Cups here? Yeah. Something runs deep for someone, very, very deep. And yeah. And something could mirror, how you feel about something. Something can run deep. It's around a younger person. Something could run deep for you, but if something runs equally as deep for someone else. Here we have the Nine of Pentacles here. Something around financial independence, someone's financial independence. A message around someone's financial independence, but some secret is about to be exposed. I don't know what the secret is yet, but I try to keep some things out of the reading intentionally because I don't know who's going through what. Um, but something having to do with a message that a Pisces and a Taurus, something about a Pisces and a Taurus is coming out. That's Page of Cups here. May have said to a younger person something emotionally immature, and something was real deep for them. That somebody saying they wouldn't go back to something if they saw a pig fly through the sky. Hmm. Well, looks like I'm looking at a pig with wings here on the card. We're looking at the also the Nine of Pentacles here, which speaks to Virgo. So Virgo could be a significance here in some kind of financial. Somebody's talking about mirroring someone else's financial independence or copying someone's financial independence. There's a lot of things that's being exposed here. This is the Moon card here. A lot of things being exposed. Ten of Swords here. I see you thriving behind closed doors, right? This is what you have in common with some people. So for some of you all, it will not affect you directly. It'll just be around family issues. So you're just kind of sort of a bystander, just listening, whatever. Just like, oh, wow, okay, I didn't know this. That secret was exposed. This secret was exposed. That secret was exposed. Oh, I didn't really know that. Because once you put something out into the universe, people are going to choose to believe what they want to believe. But something about two Taurus and court. A Pisces is involved in something. Somebody's personal and professional life. It could be your personal and professional life, but you have that in common with someone else, but something is just overwhelming. And there's the sun. A light is going to be shining on something that for you, it's going to be overwhelming. So again, it may not directly affect you. It could, or it may not, may or may not. Remember, something may or may not affect you directly, but you could just be, depending on who you are, something you could just be a bystander for something. You could just be a bystander. Here we have the Two of Swords here. Some people blindsided someone. You have a lot of ancestors around you, but some people blindsided someone, on their way to thriving. And this is what you have in common. It's like you're trying to go on, you're trying to peacefully move on with your life, you're trying to thrive, and here comes some news right in your ear, like, what the heck is this? What is this? Right? Because you always got people watching. This is right here. This is Cups energy. So if you have any kind of a platform and you could have one subscriber if you're on YouTube, somebody is watching and they could be showing other people. Somebody could be like, well, wait a minute, hold on. You're showing some compassion towards something. Remember, we're talking about, like, you could be high vibrating Aries. You could be courageous, energetic, pioneering. Something may not even have anything to do with you directly, looking at the cards here, but indirectly, you could be a bystander. I got to reiterate that. You could be a bystander. So here we have the Magician card here. So there's two energies that you may feel like are being dark magician energies in a situation. So either you're going to be clearing something up, either you and somebody are going to be clearing something up, or you're going to be listening to some people clear some things up. But it's going to cause you a tower. It's going to cause you a total recall of some things. Like, oh my gosh, now I remember. Now I remember. That's what something is going to happen. Now I remember. That's a tower, total recall. So that's what Source is trying to tell somebody is like, okay, let me get some clarity on something. Like, what? So somebody definitely has watchers, like people who are obsessed with watching either you or somebody else on social media, or obsessively watching something. So that's a way that you could be getting some information back to you. That somebody could be saying something. You could think that somebody's saying something emotionally immature, but because you don't know something, it's something that you're not fully aware of something. And that's what Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do. Stop being impulsive. Stop being on the dark side of Aries, whoever you are. Stop being impulsive. Jump into conclusions when you don't know the full story about something. Once something is put out into the universe, people choose to believe or not believe certain things. So somebody is getting to a point where they're like, okay, I believe what God says. That's the end of that. What habit or mindset is ready to be refined or released? And that's what it is, being impulsive. Assuming that just because somebody sends you something, you get a recording or a video or something, somebody's talking about you, that's gonna go. That's gonna go out the window. If it's at work or your personal or professional life, that's where the justice card comes in. If it's not true, you're gonna say, that's not true, whatever. Right? If it's true, then hey, it's true. It's a devil card. hmm So something about somebody's addictions coming out. Again, this may not be you. You may not be addicted to anything except ice cream or candy or whatever. But something about somebody's demons coming out. Somebody's addiction, somebody's obsessions with something, somebody's, lust for things is coming out. Something is coming out. Because something has gone all over the world. And people were assuming Meek was weak. But something has gone all over the world. And again, take what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate, it does not resonate. Personally, I would not be jumping to no conclusions about whatever. But yeah, somebody could have a moon in Aries, right? Because you're in Aries. Somebody could have a moon sign in Aries. As the first card out the deck is water, right? So the moon has an affinity with Aries, but there's a lot of people in their feelings about a lot of things for somebody, and something is going to come out that's going to be overwhelming. I can tell you that right now. So if your moon is not Aries, then that part doesn't even apply to you, but something is going to be overwhelming. All right. So what habit or mindset is ready to be refined or released? What habit or mindset is ready to be refined or released? Yeah, again, it's the jumping to conclusions, assuming that everything somebody said about it, Aries, is talking about you. So, how can Aries nurture their body and their well-being this cycle? This is really that kind of tapping into your sixth house. And sixth house is all around, it's all around work, health, work habits, daily routines, fitness, pets, service to others, diet, spiritual practices, all those things, right? What source is trying to help somebody learn how to do, because we have quite a few planets that are about to go retrograde. So Pluto is currently retrograde in Aquarius. On the 4th of July, um, Neptune goes retrograde, right? So something, this is where you, again, it could be seem like illusions and confusion for you. Like, okay, I don't know what to believe. Who's all these people believe in this and something. It's like literally tower moment. Then July 18th or July 13th, Saturn goes retrograde. This is Saturn. This is a world card. Saturn goes retrograde. Some kind of boundary was crossed. Some kind of boundaries were crossed. Um, and somebody may be shocked. That could cause you to have a total recall of some things. That's why sources are saying being impulsive, taking some kind of impulsive action to a point of obsession is never good, because when it swings back around, when karma comes back, and that's what this Saturn is, it's like a Saturn return. Karma is coming back. Something is coming back to somebody, that somebody made some kind of impulsive something, and, you know, um, mirrored some kind of compassion, but may have said some emotionally immature something, statement, or whatever, is coming back. Either something was recorded or altered in a recording. Because again, depending on a lot of things, depending on a whole lot of things, but something is coming out. Something is coming out. Here we have the Five of Cups here. So sources saying, trying to encourage you to put a manhole cover over the past and move on and stop getting dragged into some stuff. But something is coming out. Something is coming out. And source has been trying to tell somebody, like, somebody start crying over something. Somebody started crying over something and got dragged into some mess. And just like I said, got dragged into some mess. And it's like I said, we have, let's see, Mercury goes retrograde on the 18th of July in Leo. Saturn goes retrograde in Aries on the 13th of July. Neptune goes retrograde on July 4th in Aries. So that's what. And then Chiron goes retrograde July 30th in Aries. So that's 3 planets that's retrograde in Aries, right? So that's a lot of towers that's happening here. And that's your ruling planet. So a lot of people could have been jumping to conclusions. A lot of people could be having like this total awakening or recall of some things. People making impulsive decisions, going to court behind people's back. People don't know. Somebody was overwhelmed to a point of just maybe drinking or something, some kind of an addiction they have now because of something. It's a whole lot that's going on that somebody was being dragged into, and a lot of stuff is, a light is shining on everything. Everybody who stood in judgment, that played some kind of judge, jury, and executioner for how people were breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses are under judgment. That means the entire planet. So anything that you may not think is going to come out, stuff is coming out left and right. So you're gonna have to choose what you're gonna pay attention to and what you're not paying attention to. This is right here, Six of Pentacles here. But some people pay attention to things like they watch things like they getting a check after or something. They literally act like they getting a check. And so time is money. So somebody is deciding what they're going to pay attention to and what they're not going to pay attention to. So it's like, what programming are you going to watch? What television program you going to watch? What you going to pay attention to? Emotionally, you're going to feel like you hit the jackpot because you're finally saying, okay, I need to live a softer life. I don't need to give attention to everything. If what the enemy meant for evil, source is going to turn around for my good. And if anybody's trying to send me any negative energy, it's going to come swing back and hit them. That's what source is trying to tell you. Put a manhole cover over the past. Like, stop letting people drag you into mess, energetically drag you into mess. Karma has arrived for everybody. Right? He had the Knight of Pentacles here. It has arrived for everybody. Right on everybody's front door. Everybody. Right? So that's what source is trying to tell people. It's like, is a Capricorn and a Leo involved in something? They were working, they was doing some kind of work. They worked together on something. They was on some kind of a part of a team having to do with going to somebody's front door who was financially independent. It's a lot of stuff that's coming out. A lot of stuff. So source saying, okay, it's time to decide what you're gonna watch and what you're not gonna watch. What you're gonna pay attention to and what you're not paying attention to. But a Leo and a Capricorn was involved in going to somebody's front door who is financially independent, whoever this is. And so people being blindsided, right? And so source saying it's time to be more conservative with your time. This is Capricorn's card right here. So it looks like it's a lot going on. But somebody is trying to save money. This is you. You could have Capricorn in your birth chart, right? So Capricorn rules 10th house. You could be trying to save money for your 10th house or north node, right? For moving towards your future. But this is a person who's trying to save money, somebody who's trying to be frugal, security, for your put up for your security, like to have a secure future. That's what I mean by security. Control, conservatism, all of that stuff. So, yeah. hmm So something is, I see somebody reaching out to somebody via telepathy, having a conversation via telepathy. Because things are being recorded. Things are being recorded. So it's saying get on top of something. It's like people watching people on social media. People are also listening on phone calls. It's a lot of stuff that's happening here because people don't really know what to believe in terms of who is doing what. And there's so much information floating around here. So in terms of financial independence and people, like I said, coming to people's door, finding out how people making their money. And so source is saying, okay, learn how to be frugal. Learn how to be frugal. Any last messages, source? Any last messages as we close out this reading? Any last messages as we close out this meeting, source? Reading, source? Any last messages? Any last messages? Knight of Wands, yeah. Source is saying, for you, something is coming to your door that somebody is holding on to. That for you you're gonna feel like you're free of something, right? But somebody of two energies, you're gonna feel like you're free, but you're gonna have to also decide whether whatever is coming to your door in the physical sense, because the Knight of Wands speaks of a lusty and free spirited person, right? Someone who's very passionate, creative, action, adventure, fearlessness, this kind of thing. But somebody could be feeling like, okay, let me bring something to your door. So this something is a win-win for you, right? Depending on, and again, this Aries anywhere in your birth chart, something you feel like it's a win-win for you. So here you go, right? However, because of the Tower card, the Tower can swing either way, meaning that You could be feel like you're jumping out of a treasure chest, or depending on who doesn't mean you any bad intentions, they could be the ones that's jumping out the treasure chest. Because again, you can put a manhole cover over the past, meaning that you've moved on from the past, right? But source is saying to you, you moving on from the past, if and only God knows your heart and your intentions. If somebody means to hurt you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, somebody's bringing something to your door, almost like to fight against somebody, like about two energies. Sources saying, source like, okay, I'm gonna send somebody to your door who their demon is, you know, to be impulsive and jump right into something. They want their 15 minutes of fame. I got some proof on something. I got proof about something, right? And so for you, yes, I won something. But so it's like, hold on, because what's happening here, this Saturn right here, is this the karma coming back. So it's one thing to have intentions, but source is saying also, because somebody recorded a conversation or something they recorded. But that's what I'm trying to tell you is like, here we have the Ten of Wands here. But somebody is just tired. They're tired of moving. They're tired of being bullied. They're tired of being stressed and asking for help. There's a Sagittarius that's involved in something. So it's a lot of stuff that's coming out. It's almost like with these three planets that are going retrograde, people are gonna know what to believe and what to believe and what not to believe, because that's where Neptune comes into play, right? And then Chiron retrograde means that a lot of people have worked on their wounded their wounded healer self. They've gone to the deepest where they've done the energy work, so they're more assertive, not aggressive but assertive, right? And then you had the Saturn retrograde. That's a karmic, that connects us to a karmic, karma. And so people's karma is coming back. There's a double tower right there. So yeah, like I said before, something was done in court. Somebody's recording some stuff. Not only people in court recording some stuff, but people who are watching people on social media who are obsessed with watching people online. So it's just saying a lot of stuff can happen a lot of different ways, but a lot of stuff is coming out. Is a Page of Pentacles here. So, uh-huh. So some kind of news, or this is you're headed towards, you and somebody are headed towards like a new job or a raise or some kind of family or money news or ambition, or there could be kids that were really patient in this. Could be two kids that were patient in this, and somebody could say, well, yeah, here you go, I got something. Something's a win-win for you, right? That's a win-win. That's what somebody can be saying. Oh, I recorded something, I watched something, I, took clips of something. Oh, bam, there it is. It's a win for you. But before people start slam dunking and winning and dancing and backflipping and all of that, there's a lot of stuff that's coming out about everybody. So, Lover's card about decisions. Lover's card is about partnerships in business, partnerships in business, partnerships in love, right here in the cards here. So July is about to be a firecracker kind of month. That's all I can say. It's about to be a firecracker month because, oh Lord. All I'm hearing in here is for everybody, not just Aries sun sign or moon sign, but wherever Aries falls in your birth chart, even if it is your Chiron, it can fall into any of these placements. These planetary placements is everybody picking and choosing their battles wisely, because Mars is an energy planet. It's a fighting planet. It's a masculine planet. And pray before somebody step into a ring, because it's a lot of people talking. A lot of people talking. And that's the Five of Wands there. A lot of people talking around people behind their back. A lot of conversation going on. A lot of, you know what I'm saying, right? About soulmates, kindred spirits. A lot of people are talking, and that's on social media. People are remembering, like, okay, how the people are so exact when it comes to certain things. Their psychic gifts are so exact when it comes to certain things, because people know the difference. Soulmate energy is not always romantic. Sometimes it's just, it could be you and a sibling, y'all just are connected. It could be you and the best friend. I just had that kind of a connection. And so a lot of things are starting to show. A lot of people are starting to talk about things on social media. So your path, dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. So, yep. What Source is trying to get somebody to stop doing is being impulsive, impulsively jumping out there. So somebody's going to send you something and say, hey, watch this. Your first instinct is to just be like, okay, jump into conclusions. Who is somebody talking about? You'll know what frequency you're on. You'll know which frequency that you're on. 1111, you are awakening. The universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed and helping you to wake up to who you truly are. Yeah. So somebody may have wanted some answers to come to light about one thing, but something else could be coming to light. So that's all I could say. Wherever Aries falls in your birth chart, you could be thinking that okay, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for such and such because I know the truth about X, Y, and Z, and it could be totally different than what you think it is. So that's all I can say. But there's a fire sign who was determined to bring a truth out about something. They were determined to get the truth about something, but the way they went about it is exposing everybody. It's like a sunlight has been turned on everybody, including them. So there's some stuff they may not even want to come out. Inner strength. Don't lose yourself in the things that you can't change. Focus on the things that you can change, like your attitude, mindset, energy. You've got everything you need, right? Let it be. If you need to solve a problem, ask yourself, what is the simplest way to proceed? When you call forth the simplest path, it appears, and vice versa. Time to act. You don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it all unfold. You can deal with whatever your path reveals. You are ready. So somebody is trying to ascend, and so that's the path that you're on. Ascension, path of ascension. Whoever you're on. So ascend higher. Ascend higher. Too many people are sending recordings to people. Oh, watch this video. Are they talking about you? What exactly are they talking about? Obsessed. May not be talking about you at all. Here we have perseverance. You have the power within yourself to conquer any challenge and come out stronger on the other side. Trust in the resilience and the ability to persevere. Yeah. So be mindful of that. Just like you could be triggered by celebrity news that you can kind of sort of relate to. You may not even know a celebrity, but what they're saying could be triggering. It could be on a particular frequency, but it's on a particular frequency. So decide if you want to go down that rabbit hole. So here we have, but something is coming to your door. Something is coming to your door where somebody said, oh, this is a win-win for you. Yeah. But like I said, that's what I have for you. All right. Bye.